You are 7 years old and you already know 40 verses by heart. Not because your father forced you, because something in you burns when the words land right. You live in a small village in Galilee. The roads are dust. The rooftops are flat. The synagogue is the largest building in town. And on the Sabbath, it fills with men who smell of oil and leather and labor. You sit near the front. The Torah scrolls are kept behind a curtain, and the Hazan unrolls them with steady hands. And you watch like it is the most important thing in the world. Because it is. God spoke these words. Moses wrote them down. You are reading the mind of the Almighty. That is not a small thing. You are 12 when a traveling rabbi passes through and hears you recite. He says nothing for a long time. Then he says, "Come with me." Your mother cries. Your father nods. You leave with a leather satchel and sandals already worn at the heel. You are 14 and you are learning in Jerusalem. The city is nothing like home. It is loud and layered and smells of sacrifice and spice markets and too many people. Your rabbi teaches in the portico of Solomon, in the shadow of the Temple Mount, and when you sit at his feet, the noise fades. The law has 613 commandments. Most people know the broad ones. Your rabbi knows every fence around every commandment, and the argument behind each fence and the counter-argument going back 400 years. You are learning all of it. You sleep on a mat in a room with 5 other students. You wake before dawn to pray. You fast twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. The fast is not punishment, it is focus. It is the body reminding itself who is master. By 16, you have something. Not knowledge exactly, precision. When you read a passage, you see the layers. When someone misquotes, you hear it. When a teacher makes a claim, you already know which rabbi would disagree and why. Your rabbi says you ask good questions. This is the highest praise he gives. You go back to your mat that night and lie awake thinking about it. You are 22, and you are a Pharisee. There is a ceremony. There are witnesses. You take on the full weight of the oral tradition alongside the written one. You wear tzitzit on the corners of your garment and a phylactery on your forehead during prayer, and you know what each thread means and why it is knotted that way. You are not performing. You genuinely believe that these practices are the fence that keeps Israel holy. You return to a town near Galilee, not your hometown. A larger one. You are appointed to teach in the synagogue and interpret disputes. People call you rabbi now. The word still surprises you. You are 30 and you have a seat near the front. At the synagogue, at meals, at the festivals, the seat matters. Not because you are vain, because the seat signals something to the people watching. A Pharisee in the front means the law is being kept here. This town has not forgotten. The seat is a public statement of faithfulness, not personal pride. That is what you tell yourself. You have been telling yourself this for several years. You notice things now that you did not notice at 14. You notice who tithes and who does not. You notice which merchants are working on days they should not. You notice the women with questionable histories and the men who eat with them. The law asks you to notice. That is what separates the faithful from the careless. A woman is brought before you. Caught. The law is clear. You apply it. She weeps and you wait for the weeping to finish because the law does not change based on weeping. Afterward, you feel nothing. This is correct behavior. Feelings are not the point. Obedience is the point. You pray in the temple that afternoon. You thank God that you are not like other men, adulterers, swindlers, tax collectors. You fast twice a week. You give 1/10 of everything. You mean every word of it. Behind you, a tax collector is also praying. You do not know what he is saying. You are not listening to him. He is not the kind of man worth listening to. You are 38, and there is a man from Nazareth causing problems. You have heard the reports for 2 years. Miracles, some say. Blasphemy, others say. You go to see for yourself. He is teaching near the lakeshore, and the crowd is large and disorganized. Fishermen, tax collectors, women who should not be there. He is not from any recognized school of teaching. His interpretation of the Sabbath is dangerously loose. When you ask him which commandment is the greatest, he answers quickly, as if the question is not difficult, as if 2,000 years of rabbinical argument can be collapsed into 2 sentences. You press him. He presses back. He is not afraid of you. This bothers you more than his theology. Later that week, you watch him eat with a tax collector, not passing through, sitting, reclining at the table like a guest, like a friend. The tax collector works for Rome. He has made himself unclean. Every rabbi you have ever studied under would know not to sit there. This man does not seem to know, or does not seem to care. You cannot tell which is worse. You write a letter to colleagues in Jerusalem. Something needs to be done. You are 41 and you are at the temple the week before Passover. The city is full, pilgrims from everywhere. The courtyard is loud with the sound of money changing and animals waiting. This is normal. This is what Passover looks like. Then he walks in and turns over the tables. The sound is enormous. Coins scattering across stone. Doves everywhere. Men shouting. You are standing at the edge of it and you watch his face, and it is not the face of a lunatic. It is something else. Something you do not have a category for. That night the high priest's household meets and you are in the room. The conversation is practical. He is drawing crowds. Passover is volatile. Rome is watching. One incident and the fragile peace the priesthood has maintained for a generation could collapse. People could die. You understand this. You have always understood that order requires difficult choices. You agree. You sign what needs to be signed. You are in the crowd 3 days later when they say the tomb is empty. Some of the women first, then some of the disciples, then more people. The report is spreading through the city like water through cracked ground, and you cannot stop it. And you have made decisions that cannot be unmade. You do not go to the tomb. You do not want to know what you would find. You go to the synagogue instead. You unroll the scroll. You begin reading in the same place you have always begun reading, at the same hour, with the same voice, in the same seat near the front. The words are the same. You are not.